We are back with another episode on the G60, the 2025 BMW that burned to the ground. One guy, one project, no team, no plan. Yeah, what could go wrong? In fact, everything. Anyway, no plan, like I said. I have no idea how far we are going to be able to work on this episode, so let's start the video. Now let's try to take the engine from the crane and install it on the engine support to make some room in here because everything is like chaotic. Yes, let's do this now. Installed on the engine support, and now we are going to try to clean at least this black goo everywhere. I'm going to block everything in here. I have to put this screw back. I'm not really sure why I took it out, and it's this one. Basically you have to put all the screws and nuts and bolts back if you are doing a rebuild like this. Other way you won't find anything and you won't know which screw or bolt goes where, and it's going to be a research for hours. So that's done. We have to take these blockers or end caps out from the engine block. This one is already moving and we have to take this one out, but for that we have to remove the crank pulley. We have just E12 or E14, but I'm pretty sure it's E12. Take this one out, remove the caps. We have already the new ones since the last episode. I'm going to show you, in fact. The caps are in here. Just a cover, plastic cover with the O-ring, with a gasket, and pretty much that's about it. But first, before I remove everything, I just want to try to clean here around these covers. I don't want to have any dirt going inside. So let's clean, let's remove the covers, let's put the new ones in. I had to pause for a few minutes because in Germany it's the first day with -degrees and I had to start the heater. Oh my god, it's a different level. Now it's warm in here, it's not that far away from the heater. On the engine we can work now because we have heat in here. Different kind of level. The result after a few hours. So it took me a few hours. I'm pretty sure I can clean better than this, but everything in here has to be isolated, so I'm not going to spend my time cleaning more than this. In the back I still have to clean, of course, but I managed to save. I'm pretty sure I saved these injectors. These 4 injectors are like new, so this is the first. This is the order that were in the car, so it doesn't matter now because we don't have the same ECU, so we have to code these injectors anyway. But we have 4 injectors that are brand new, of course. We have an engine that is turning, is not grinding, and the inside is like brand new. I just have to spend a few hours cleaning. We have the new covers in here, the new cover in the back, and I'm trying to make a list with the minimal parts that I have to buy in order to close the engine. I don't want to have the engine open, and after the engine is closed we can try to start the engine. Basically we can turn the engine with the starter and use some starter fluid and it should do something. But that will be for the time when the engine is closed. Hoo-wee! After hours of cleaning, I think I've got it. So we've sanded, I sanded the clear coat with the high temperature clear coat. In here we can go further with primer. In here everything is sanded. In here as well. The biggest problem is here. The strut tower is a problem because it was covered with the plastic stuff. And I have all over the place, I'm not really sure if you can see this melted plastic, and this job takes like hours and hours. See that melted plastic in here, in fact everywhere. This side till here I've cleaned, so I only have this side and only here on top, because in here is clean already. The rail is sanded, maybe you can see. I have to retouch some stuff. Seam sealer is gone from almost everywhere. I have to cut it a little bit in here and take it out. In here as well I'm going to leave a few spots like this because I want to have the markings how bright should be. In here I've sanded some spots that I need to be clean. In here underneath I had to clean. In here the glue I have to clean. And yeah, I'm going to do this a few hours. In here is clean as well. And we are going to primer everything, yes. And after that seam sealant. And finally we can install the suspension with the subframe. In fact, with everything in the front we can install after it's painted, but this job took like hours. After hours and hours, check it out behind me. No way, check it out. After hours and hours of sanding and grinding and sanding and repeat everything sanding, basically it was hours of sanding. Check it out, we have the front end completely in primer for good, so we don't have to sand it anymore, just to scuff it and put the paint on. And after that on the firewall we just have to put a high temperature clear coat. I received all that, but check it out, it's done. It's freaking done and it's perfect. I hope the camera will focus. See that? This is what hours, check it out, hours and hours of grinding. You can read all the numbers and everything. Everything, it's perfect. In here we have a point that I tried and it doesn't work, and we still have somewhere a few points. I think this is melted metal maybe, because it's not going anywhere. In here as well you can read all the numbers, so it's completely done. Underneath the chassis leg is perfect. On the inside as well, all the crash points are there because nothing was bent or stuff. The other side as well. I'm really excited. I know this corner I didn't clean because I need some measurements. I need something to make a stencil out of, and I'm going to replicate in here, and after that I can cut everything. But I need to see the corner, because maybe you can see in this corner I have nothing. Just on that corner it is so glued together that I couldn't take it out, so I'm going to start from there. But yeah, other than that, perfect. Not a single problem. You can read the numbers in here as well. Everything is spot on, but believe me, I've sanded it for 2 or maybe 3 weeks. In between all the videos that you saw, I've always sanded and sanded and sanded. So this is a perfect chassis from a G60. It's like brand new. On both sides, not on one side. Maybe you can see nothing to hide in here. Everything is brand spanking new. You can read, like I said, all the numbers from everywhere. Everything is original. We didn't replace anything except for that strut tower, and that's about it. Other than that, everything is original and in perfect shape. Now I'm going to prepare everything. We have the electrical gun in here. We have the seam sealant. This is a chassis glue or seam sealant, so it's going to glue as well. You can see you can use it for cars, motorbikes, home and boats. So yeah, this is good stuff. I have to mask everything around and paint this side where the chassis number is with gray primer, not with this beige color, gray primer, because that will make the chassis number to be visible, and after that cover the chassis number and paint black. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit tricky in here, but I'm going to figure that out, that's for sure. This is a huge milestone. This is a huge milestone. Check it out. I'm going to show you from every angle because it's perfect. I never knew that I could do such work or something like this myself, because I never done paint and sanding and stuff. But check it out, I've done it. Oh my god, after weeks, like I said, of sanding. But the exterior or the front of the car is completely done. We just have to paint it black and put everything. We have everything in the front. The interior is a lot of dust in here, but it's done. It's still clean. We just have to wipe the dust, and it's perfect. The front wheels are here with the new tires. Everything was masked in here, but we have no roof and no windscreen, and that's why all the dust came in here. Maybe I could have covered everything, but yeah, it's on the inside and it's already done in here. We are going to leave everything to cure till tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to mask everywhere, and we are going to put seam sealer everywhere, let it cure for at least 7 hours. I think I'm going to do that in the morning, and in the evening I'm going to start painting. So tomorrow we are going to start painting the chassis. Yes, and after that we will have the front end complete, the inside complete. In the rear it's not that much, because in the rear I don't have to strip anything. We still have the original paint and everything in there. I just have to wash first, see with what I'm working, and after that clean the subframe. Finally, for the first time, with the chassis fixed, roll the car on the inspection pit and do the underneath side. The next day update, or I'm pretty sure that this is the 3rd day update. The gas heater is on. I didn't start the fire, it's not that cold, but maybe you can see some differences from the last footage. And in here we used a different primer, because in here we had a problem that the beige primer was so thick that it covered completely the VIN number. First I thought, okay, I'm going to clean it, but where to clean, because you cannot see anything. So I had to grind this part, use a different primer that is way smoother, and you can read. See that? Now it's clearly readable, the number. So that's done. And other than that, I've tested a few spots with black paint, because we are going to paint everything with black. And check it out, I've already started. just a test phase. That's why I've started in here, because here is under the wing or under the fender. So that's why I've tested everything in here. I had some spots that was reacting somehow, and I had to sand it a little bit. So that's why I'm doing a lot of stuff off camera, because I need to know what is working and what is not working. So this side is prepared now to be black painted because it's already scuffed, so I can prepare this. I think I scuffed in here as well. In here maybe you can see we don't have this primer anymore, so it's black, and here it's original black, of course, everything in here. So it's working. I just have to scuff everything. The problem that I'm having right now is the tape that I have. I don't have a painter's tape anymore, so I'm using this tape that I have in here, but it's breaking every 5 seconds and it's old, and I have to work with what I have for now. Now I'm going to start masking everything that I can, and I really hope that I can do some sealant at least in one corner or stuff, to see if my nozzle that I've created is going to work, because I've ordered normal nozzle for seam sealant but are not here, and tomorrow it's the day that you will see this video, and I need to edit the video, and I need to either close the video in here or at least try to see if this nozzle will work. But if I'm going to try, I cannot cover this and it's going to be dry, and I have to throw away this one. So anyway, let's start masking as much as we can, at least one side. That's done as well. I'm pretty sure you cannot see the masking tape because it's the same color as the primer, but it's not a problem because I see, so that's important. We have masking tape everywhere where seam sealant should go, and in here as well, everywhere. But I've decided to wait a few days because I'm going to receive the nozzle that I have to use, not this one that I've done. And if I'm going to start the seam sealer now and if it's not working, I cannot close this one and I have to throw this away. So better to wait a day or two till the nozzle are here, and after that we can do this. It's already Friday night and I have only a few hours to edit the video and upload the video for you for tomorrow, and sadly that's my time for today's episode with this chassis, with this car. But we've made a huge progress. Everything is in primer. I just have to put a seam sealer and after that scuff a little bit and paint. So in the next episode we are going to paint the chassis, and if the time is right and everything is here, or the parts or the nozzle for seam sealant for everything, we should start installing parts as well, like the subframe, suspension stuff. And I'm really excited because I'm pretty sure in the next episode we are going to do just that. So if you want to see more progress on this car, join me for the next episode. If you like this episode, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, as usual, thumbs down. Until next time, see you later.